Good morning, my dear students. Welcome you all to this session. Today's class, we are going to continue exercise 8.3. Okay, you can take page number 172 in your NCERT textbook. Okay, last problem we have discussed it till 8th sum, where you have discussed about the loss profit percentages and loss value, profit value. Then we should find the cost price, selling price, everything we have discussed in the previous class. Now we are going to discuss from the 9th problem. Okay, what is the question? Find the amount to be paid at the end of 3 years in each case. So two subdivisions are given, A and B. Okay, so we should find the amount to be paid at the end of 3 years. Okay, at the end of 3 years, how much amount we are paying it. So what is the principal you are borrowing from the bank? Principal is rupees 1200. Principal is 1200 at 12% per annum. So at what percentage we are collecting the interest? 12%. So at last, a combination of the principal and amount, how much rupees it will be coming, that you should find it. Okay, so I am going to write the given. Principal is equal to 1200. Principal is what? The amount you are borrowing from the bank. So I got the principal amount 1200 from the bank. Okay, so at what percentage? Rate is equal to 12% per annum. Per annum means what? Yearly, that is the annually. Annual means what? Yearly, correct? Yearly, 12% you have to pay. So for how many years? 3 years. Upper T is equal to 3 years. So we are borrowing the money of 1200 at 12% annum for 3 years we are buying. So within this 3 years we have to pay our principal as well as the interest. Okay. So there is a formula to find the simple interest. Simple interest, SI is equal to P into R into T divided by 100. Do you know the formula for this? P into R into T divided by 100. What is P? Principal. 1200. R rate. 12 into T 3 divided by 100. 0, 0 cancel. 0, 0 cancel. Now 12 threes are. So now 12 12s are 144. 144 into 3. 4 3s are 12. 4 3s are 12. 13 1 4. So what you are getting? 432. So what is the interest you are getting, children? 432. Simple interest what you are getting? Simple interest can be written as SI is equal to rupees 432 rupees. So you will collect 432 rupees as your interest for this. Okay, for this principal 1200 rupees you will get interest of 432 rupees. Next you should find the amount. Amount is equal to principal plus interest. What is the principal, children? What is the amount you borrowed from the bank? 1200 plus interest is 432 rupees. So 1200, 432, I have to add it. 2, 3, 6, 1. So at last amount which you are paying at the end of 3 years will be 1632 rupees. So you got 1200 from the bank, then you are paying 1632 rupees in return to the bank. Okay, so extra you are paying 432 rupees as the interest for the money you have got from the bank. So many people will do the business like this. So one particular amount they will give you. So for the particular period we can return that. But along when you are returning that amount what you have borrowed, you should pay some extra amount. Okay, for keeping their money with us. So that extra amount is the interest. So principal plus interest will be the amount paid to the bank. Understood? Next is your B problem. Okay, what is the next question? B. B, what is this? Principal is equal to rupees 7,500 at 5% per annum. So the same, here also we have to pay the debt for 3 years. So they have given amount, we should find the amount to be paid at the end of 3 years. This is the second case. What is the principal they have given? 7,500. So we got from the bank rupees 7,500 at 5% per annum. So what is the rate they have given? 5% per annum. Per annum means for annually. Okay. So I am writing the principal is equal to rupees 7,500. What is the rate? Rate is equal to 5%. So for 5%, we will collect the interest from that person. So for time, 3 years. For 3 years we can repay that debt. Okay, for 3 years there is a time period. So now we should first we should find the simple interest, because amount formula is what? Principal plus interest. So you first want the interest. Simple interest is equal to P into R into T divided by 100. P into R into D divided by 100. What is P, children? Principal. Okay. 7,500 into rate is what? 5 into time is what? 3. Principal, rate, time divided by 100. Correct? Just substitute the whatever given there. 0, 0 cancel, 0, 0 cancel. Now 75 into 5 3s are 15. 5 5s are 25, 7 5s are 35, 37. 5 is 7, 5, 12, 1, 10, 11. So what is the simple interest we have to pay? 1,125. Okay. So the interest amount alone will be 1,125 rupees. So now we found the simple interest, which is nothing but SI. Now we find this amount which is paid at the last of 3 years. Principal plus interest. Amount is nothing but principal plus interest. What is the principal? 7,500. What is the interest we are getting? 1,125. 1,125. This is what the extra amount we are paying in the bank. 7,500, 1,000, 5, 2, 6, 8. So at last the amount which we are paid is 8,625. So this is what the amount we have paid at the end of this 3 years. Okay. So in this amount we have added principal and interest. I already told you interest is the extra amount which you are paying in the bank. So for keeping their money, which is the money we bought from the bank, is 7,500. For this 7,500 we are paying extra 1,125 rupees. So at last at the end of this 3 years we are paying 8,625 rupees. So amount which we are paid is 8,625 rupees. Understood? Next is your 10th problem. What is the question? What rate gives rupees 280 as interest on a sum of rupees 56,000 in 2 years? Okay, they are asking the rate. Rate means what? Last problem, this 5% rate of interest we have calculated. That I told you, for this 7,500 we are collecting 5% interest. Okay, that percentage of interest, how much we are calculating, that is that percentage, that rate you should find it. Okay, that is what your question. So the question is, we should find the rate which gives that percentage which give 280 rupees as interest. So when you are applying that rate to that sum means what? That principal value. When you apply that rate to this principal value, you will get 280 rupees as your interest. So interest you will pay 280 rupees. For how many years? 2 years. So we should find the rate for this problem. So what is the rate? After applying the rate, what is the interest you are getting? 280 rupees as the interest you are getting on a sum of rupees 56,000. So 56,000 when you borrow from a bank, you have to pay 280 rupees as the interest. So what will be your rate of interest they are asking? So for how many years they told? 2 years. So everything is here. We should find the R. Rate alone we should find it. Okay. So I am going to write the given thing. What is the interest they have given? Simple interest is equal to rupees 280 because 280 as interest. So simple interest is equal to 280 rupees. So next, on a sum of, sum means what? That is principal. So principal is equal to rupees 56,000. Principal is equal to what? It is rupees 56,000 in 2 years. So it is the time. Time is equal to 2 years. So what it is given? Time it is given, which is 2 years. So now we should find R is equal to X percentage. Rate is nothing but X percentage. So we have to find rate. So I have taken it as X percentage. So what is the relation between interest, principal, rate and time? Do you know any formula? Yes. Simple interest is equal to P into R into T divided by 100. Do you remember the formula? Which is the relation between simple interest, principal, rate, time divided by 100. What is simple interest? 280 rupees. Principal 56,000. Rate I don't know. So I am taking it as R or X. Time 2 years. Divided by 100. Listen, simple interest is 280 rupees is equal to principal is 56,000 into rate I don't know, so I am taking this R into time 2 years divided by 100. 0 0 0 0 cancel. Okay, so now 560 into 2. 560 into 2. 0, 6 2s are 12, 5 2s are 10, 11. So 280 is equal to 1120 into R. 280 is equal to 1120 into R. I have to find the R. So I am bringing this towards next side. So what it will become? 280 divided by 1120 is equal to R. Because this 1120 is multiplication. If we go that side, it becomes division. 0 0 cancel. Okay. Now we will cancel in 2 table. 2 1s are 2 4s are. 2 5s are 2 6s are. 2 7s are 2 2s are 4. 1 8s are. 7 1s are 7. 7 4s are 28. So 1 by 4 is equal to R. Correct? 1 by 4 is equal to R. 1 by 4 if you divide it, what it will become? 0.0. 4 2s are 8. Remainder 2 0. 5 4s are 20 0. So R is equal to 0.25 percentage. See, final answer should be in percentage. See, 1 by 4 percentage you can write it, or when I am dividing it we can, because I wanted to do in a decimal form, so I am getting 0.25 percentage. So at last we got the rate as 0.25 percentage. So at what percentage of interest they have given? 0.25 percentage of interest they have given the my money of 56,000 to us for 2 years. So listen children, this problem everything is given. Simple interest is given, principal it is given, time it is given, we should find the rate alone. So our final answer, if you want to find the time na, answer should be in years or month or anything. Okay, simple interest means it should be in rupees, principal means it should be in rupees, rate means it should be in percentage. So at last I have written rate is equal to 0.25 percentage. So answer we got is in percentage. So what 0.25 percentage is the rate of interest that they have used there. Okay, understood? Next is your 11th problem. If Meena gives an interest of rupees 45 for 1 year. Okay, what is the interest amount she is giving? 45 rupees for 1 year at 9% rate. They have given the rate of interest, R is given 9%. What is the sum? Okay, what is the sum she has borrowed? So the amount which she has borrowed is called as what, children? Amount what she has borrowed from the bank is called as what? It is called as principal. So we should find the principal in this question. So listen, if Meena gives an interest is given as rupees 45 for 1 year. So the number of years, the time is given as 1 year at 9% rate. Upon 9% R value is given. What is the sum she has borrowed? So we should find the principal amount. Okay. So I'll take it the given values. Given is equal to interest is equal to interest or simple interest is equal to rupees 45. Interest or simple interest is equal to 45 for 1 year. But what is the year? Time is equal to 1 year. Time is equal to what? 1 year. Rate is equal to 9%. R is what? 9%. What is the sum she has borrowed? Sum means what? Principal is equal to X. Okay, I have taken principal is equal to X. We should find the principal in this question. So interest is given, time is given, rate is given, principal we should find. So what is the formula related to all this? Simple interest is equal to P into R into T divided by 100. Like last problem, you know this formula. Simple interest is equal to P into R into T divided by 100. What is principal? So simple interest 45. Principal I don't know. I have taken it as 6. Rate 9. Time 1 divided by 100. Okay. So now 45 is equal to X 9 into 1 9 divided by 100. Now I am bringing this 100 towards next side. So 45 into 100 is equal to X into 9. So 100 go that side becomes multiplication. Now 45 into 100 divided by 9 is equal to X. I am bringing this to next side. Multiplication go that side becomes division. 9 ones are 9, 9 5s are. So 5 into 100, 500. So X is equal to 500. So X is equal to what? Rupees 500. Because I have to find the principal. So I have taken principal as X. So X value is what? 500. So therefore, the principal is rupees 500. So they have borrowed rupees 500 from the bank. For that they have paid 45 rupees as interest for 1 year. The rate is 9%. Okay, the percentage amount is given. Okay, so the interest they have given, children, time they have given, rate they have given, principal we should find it. So what is the relation between simple interest, principal, rate and time? Simple interest is equal to P into R into T divided by 100. So simple interest substituted, principal I don't know, X into 9 by 1. So I am bringing this 100 towards next side. So multiplication 100. Then 9 bringing this side, it becomes division 9. Cancelling it, you will get X value as 500 rupees. So the principal what you have borrowed from the bank is 500 rupees. The main thing you have to see is what is the amount we have borrowed from the bank. Okay, so this is the last exercise of this chapter 8, children. So in this exercise we have discussed what is meant by ratio, proportion, percentage calculation, how to convert this fractions to percentage, then percentage to fractions, ratios to fractions, so ratios to percentage, percentage to ratio. So many real life applications we have learnt in the percentage. Then we understood how to calculate this a simple interest, loss, profit, cost price, selling price. When any one of the quantity is not given, we should understand what to find, how to find it. Okay, so once again you can recall from the first exercise, so you'll get a clear idea about this chapter 8. I hope you all understood, children. Thank you.